Let's get this going. Welcome to Mind Your Movement. My name is Lisa Byrne. And so for today's video, we're going to use just our body weight. There's so many different things that you can do with just this. You can do loaded stretches, you can do loaded strengthening exercises, you can do balance exercises, you can do lots of reaching exercises and posture exercises. And so for today, it's going to be a mixture of all of those because we have the capability of doing this. As always, always pay attention to what matters to you, what's going on with you, what do you know about yourself, and personalize the exercises that I'm showing you and sharing with you. Just because I do it a certain way, learn something about yourself and either back away or you're always free to increase the speed. But I would suggest for you to kind of just go with a medium speed for today. How's that sound? So let's get started with just a basic body warm-up here. We're going to start with your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to start with our hands crisscrossed across our body. So you see how your hands are here? When you come up, you're going to put them the other way. So just nice and slowly and up, squeezing in through your shoulder blades. This causes you to kind of have to remember, well, where were my hands before? So just nice and easy here. Feeling how you're using your feet, how your feet are pushing into the ground and how you're pushing into the ground. Let's go one more here. Okay, we're going to start off with your right arm. I want you to lean to your left side and then reach out. So we're just going side to side reaches, reaching your arm out in front of you. The feet do not move. You're just taking yourself and you're getting this big sway driven mostly by your hips. So mostly by your hips on that big reach out. One more. Okay, we're gonna do this thing on the other side. So same thing with that other arm. So just nice and slowly as you take it side to side. So feeling, how do your ankles feel on this? There's no reason to crunch your toes up. Just let your toes be soft and just feeling into that ground. Appreciate the whole platform of your foot. This little side to side. Let's go one more time each. There and here. Okay, so we're going to lift the leg up here. So I want you to take this leg and back. So here's a great little connection into how are you holding on to yourself? How is your posture? You're not clunking down into the ground, hopefully not. How you hold on to you, yourself, your being. Two more. Last one. Okay, same thing on this leg. Lean into it, pull away and lift. So that you can start to tune into the pieces and parts of you that are in the supporting role. So the supporting role of this bigger movement that we're doing. Two more. One and one more. Okay, and then we're going to get sort of a big swish here. And what I mean by that is taking those arms kind of up in flight and then they go back behind you. Up in flight and back behind you. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, your feet are twirling. So they're just getting this kind of twirling feel where that toe comes up. We're going to go one more time each. One more there and one more there. Okay, so let's get into the bigger movements. You ready? Okay, so for this first movement, we're starting off in a split stance. Right leg is forward, the left leg is back, so that you kind of feel that you're sturdy here, that you're sturdy. We're not going to change the feet at all. The right arm is going down through the legs, and that means you need to bend down. So it's a squat, and it's kind of changing direction. You're kind of looping down there, okay? So exhale down, pushing yourself back up. Exhale. Now, how far down do you go? That is totally your call. Totally your call of the depth. I would really like for you to not speed through this. That's never the design of what I want to share with you. Inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you go back down. We're going to go two more like that. Two more. Exhale, inhale. Last one here. And then the second one feeds off of this. The left arm reaches up as you step forward. So it looks like this. Up you go, and back. That right foot does not change at all. Stretching the side and back. So appreciate the working of the whole you, right? The whole you, that you can start to feel better, and when you feel better, you do better, and that you are better. So inhaling up, exhaling down, one more like that. Okay, so we're going to do that pairing on the other side. That means you're going to switch your split stance. You have that back leg in a good angle. We're going to take the right arm and you're going underneath and back on up. Okay, so inhaling and exhaling. Super important is how the small of your back is back here. You want to keep that back flat, your feet staying flat, so how your ankles are allowing for this bend. Exhaling down and inhaling up. Let's go one more. And then we take it into the step. So step and reach and back. Inhaling. The left foot never moves, just feeling yourself hovering over it each time. And just taking a measure of your whole body, how you're moving through this, how you're being tall and big. Two more like that. There's one. Last one. And back. Good. The next movement goes from here. It's taking your hips rotation-wise, and we are going to alternate that. Okay, so here we go. Around and land, around and land. So each time you land, you're getting ready for the next move. If you go any quicker, you're kind of cutting corners. We don't need to cut corners here. But feeling either the bigness or the gentleness of this, depending on how you need to modify it or just continue to try to find the optimal place for you. So feeling every time that you come back, you're getting ready for that next move. Feeling what's going on in your hips. Certain signals might come up. You need to pay attention to that. We're going to do one more time each. One and one. Okay. We've just come out of this. The hands are up. The palms are facing you. You're going to take a step back with your right leg, land, and then return. So think of this as sharp movements with your arms so that you can feel this front leg is not changing where it is. It's just keeping it nice and steady on the ground. As you take those arms back, feel how you're stretching those arms back, nice and straight in your arms. Feel your fingers. Two more. Last one here. So when you come back to here, we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. Here we go. Back you go, and exhaling. Away from the body, here's an inhale. Exhaling to come back. That's a general rule. If you forget, just breathe. Think of your heart staying open, your chest staying open, the strength of that right leg. Feeling how you feel. What do you feel like? Just kind of taking a little temperature in there. One more like this. Excellent, good. So we're going to narrow this stance a little bit here. And what this is you're going to be descending and ascending with your upper body as you stay kind of in a march with your legs. So it looks like this. Start with the march. And then go down here. So I want you to go down. I want you to slump. And then you're standing up nice and tall. Ideally, you're not going to be moving back and forth here. And then you're going to slump. And then tall. And again, slipping down, kind of just sinking down and then back up. How do you need to move your arms for this? Just kind of checking into that for yourself. We're going to go two more times. Down we go. And all the way up. Last one here. Down you go. And all the way up. And then from here, we're going to spring out. So this is what my spring out looks like. Fingers here. As you take yourself out, there you are. That's a spring. So out you go, inhale, exhale. The left leg stays straight. So open, kind of like a little show busy. Inhale, exhale, bringing those arms in. Each time you're moving those arms at the elbows, You're getting some upper arm work. 2 more here. There's 1. Last one. Okay, we're going to do that little action on the other side. You ready? Out you go. Back. Feel how you feel in through your middle. How do your shoulders feel? Is there excess tension that doesn't belong there? There always will be tension when we're doing movement, but check in the excess tension. 1 more. Good. And then we're going to do 1 more movement, which is moving you forth and back as you're doing these kind of like little rolling punches. So getting your rolling going, and then you're going to take a step with your right leg and back. Same thing on the other side. Seems kind of like cheerleader-ish. But that you're managing to not throw yourself around. You're trying to keep this tight in your center. Tight meaning kind of crispy in the movement. You're not flailing all over the place. Tight, close to center, coming from center, controlling, breathing. Sounds like a lot of the principles of Pilates. We're going to go 1 more time each. Last one. Beautiful. So let's just take ourselves into just a nice, easy chill out, mixing in the movement, something like this. As you go side to side, you're just going to lift up a shoulder, lift up a shoulder. Sometimes you can kind of feel little cracks going on. So it's kind of similar to how we started, right, with the feet. So shoulders and feet and ankles. And then just letting yourself just calmly come down from that. You're going to take, as you go forward, reach 1 arm forward, 1 arm back, and then coming back from where you started. Same arm. So just nice and easy, and back. These movements, one of the many things that these movements, I think, do for you is allow you to be with yourself, 1 more, and your body possibilities. You're going to switch that. And if you've done this video 1 time, well, come back to it. And when you do it again, it will be a little bit more familiar to your body. And the idea is not to do videos all the time that are the same thing. Mix it up. Let your brain see variety. 1 more like that. Excellent. And we're going to just do 1 last thing here, which is just 1 of these. You're going to take a big inhale in here, and then you're exhaling as you come down, and just letting yourself just relax in yourself. Feel how your collarbones feel. Feel how you feel in your body, and take this movement that you just did and remember it. Let your body remember it so that it teaches your body to see it, different angles. So if you're leaning down to get something and you've been exposed to that move, kind of like a vaccination, then your body and your brain have already taken a picture of it, and you're not so apt to do something silly or pull muscles because you're teaching your body to see these different angles. So practice that. But for now, have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.